Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasme Shri Guruve Namah. Hello everyone, welcome to Fun Kids India presents Principal's Talk Show, episode number 7. Yes, guys, the shlok that I narrated are not just mere words here in India. These lines are what are taught about our teachers here in India ever since a child is born. Yes, in India, a teacher, Guru, is known and respected even before God is. So today, on a very important topic, we are going to have a very important and serious discussion. Yes, we are going to have a very important and serious discussion, and the topic of discussion is what should be the role of a teacher in a student's life. So we'll be talking more about this, but before, like we always do, let me introduce you our amazing panel of principals who are going to have this important discussion on today's show. So very first, I would like to welcome on our show, Principal Chandrakala Mishra. Yes, Principal Chandrakala Mishra, Abhay International School, Mumbai. Then we have Pratibha Sopuri, Principal, Springdale School, Jammu. And soon, who's going to join us on the panel is Anahita Landers, Principal, Avalon Heights International School, Thane, Maharashtra. A very warm welcome to all the principals. And now, last but not the least, we also have our founder and CEO, Mr. Gagan Rana, on the show. So before we lean into the topic and before we talk about, about what should be the role of a teacher in a student's life, before that, I actually would like to come to Mr. Gagan Rana, the founder and CEO of Fun Kids India. And I would like to ask him to let us know and also let the panel know, our audiences know, what exactly is Principal's Talk Show all about. So, Mr. Rana, welcome firstly, and welcome again firstly. And then I would like you to please talk about what Principal's Talk Show is all about.
So Principal Talk Show is an amazing show of Fun Kids India, where we call amazing principals, from India and abroad, and they just participate in the show. We pick up a topic which relate to kids, schools, or principal or teacher, about the development or issues or anything. So and we talk about those key points, agendas, and then we make sure that we have a conclusion in the end and we have a learning in the end. Yes. And also, this is season 2 for us, and we had a season 1. In season 1, we had, 15 shows altogether, which was hosted by Rabia Bhatia. And now this time, Rajni, you're hosting. So 15 shows we had in season 1. And this is our episode number 7 for season 2. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. I hope all the principals who have joined us today in the panel are excited to talk on this topic. So before we talk on before we talk on the topic, I actually would like to come to Principal Chandrakala Mishra. Welcome, ma'am. Very warm welcome to another episode of Principal's Talk Show. I'm sure you must be excited. So firstly, how did you like the topic that we chose for today's episode?
Very good evening, Gagan sir. Very good evening, Rajni and my panelist. Very close to my heart topic, because once a teacher, always a teacher. I am a teacher, and I always believe teacher can play a major role in a child's life. So topic was very close to my heart, and that is why I immediately accepted to be part of this wonderful show.
Amazing, amazing. I can tell that you are very excited about this topic because, like you said, once a teacher, always a teacher. And I think ma'am, I would like to believe that a female is, whether she's a teacher or not, but she always is a teacher. Yeah. So I would like to ask you my very first question. So, which is that what, according to you, makes a teacher a good teacher?
Rajni, now the degrees are there, B.Ed, M.Ed and all. But again, I believe if you have the quality to understand people observe people and help people. You are a teacher. As you said, that a female by default are teacher. When we are very young, we try to take care of our parent, our younger brothers, sisters. But again, here I would like to add up that in my school, young boys of 23, 24 years old, they joined as a grade 9 and 10 teachers, and they are more close to student than me. So gender is just like a thing of one or two, but teacher is always a teacher, whether she is having degree or not. If she has empathy, whether she has the nature of observation, and if she knows how to give without accepting anything from the student, because students love the teacher who are always available for them, to listen to them, to understand their problem, and do not compare them with others. So
Absolutely.
I believe a teacher should have these basic quality of empathy and non-comparative, non-judgmental in that case.
Right, absolutely. These are some amazing things that you said, Principal Chandrakala. So, also you mentioned that we should not compare students to anyone. That's a very important point, and I think this one point is what everyone should keep in mind, and everyone should always follow, that we should not compare our children to any other children. So now I would like to come to you, Principal Pratibha. Firstly, a very warm welcome to you as well. Ma'am, I would like to ask you that what, according to you, makes a teacher a good teacher?
First of all, good evening, everyone, and it's my pleasure to speak on such a big platform. And this is my first interaction with all of you, especially with Mr. Rana. So, first we will come to the topic, and as the topic is a very current topic, and after COVID, the schools have opened, and the situation in the school and altogether has changed. So, if we, according to me, as a leader or as a pedagogical leader, teachers are the ones who motivate the students to better in every domain and help them achieve life goals. But now, the time has already changed. Teacher is not now a teacher, knowledge maker, or we can say a storekeeper with all the resources and information. Now the role of the teacher is altogether changed. Now everything is digital. The students have
Okay,
just a few keystrokes from the basic knowledge. Am I audible?
yes, you are, but ma'am, I think there's some technical problem from
Am
your
I
side.
audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are, but I think there is some technical problem or some internet issue, I think, from your side, which is what.
I think if you can turn off the
And
video.
if your दूध or bread or खीरा,
You turn off the video. Yeah, that's fine. Now you can talk easily.
Okay, so I think we are having a bit technical issue, but I think issues are a part of life, and issues should not stop the show, and the show must go on. So we'll wait for Principal Pratibha, but in the meanwhile, I would like to come to you, Mr. Rana, and I would like to ask you, you are the founder and CEO of FunKids India, and you have actually auditioned so many children from all over the world, not just in India. So if I ask you, what would you say that, I mean, what makes a teacher a good teacher, if I ask you, because you also have met so many principals and so many teachers, so many amazing principals and amazing teachers, I might add. So what according to you makes a teacher a good teacher and a successful one?
That's not fair. You're putting me on the spot here, Rajni. That's fine. No, definitely. I have my point of view where I can, say a few things. Like for me, a good teacher is a teacher who listen to a student, who understand the student, and who knows what's good or what's bad for a student, and who know how a student tick, like what works for a student, what doesn't work for a student,
right?
And then have an action plan depending on the child behavior or the way he do things, and then help him out to reach his goals, whatever the goals are. For example, he want to score a good marks, or he want to become a singer, or he want to be a scientist, or he want to be president, whatever. So the teacher should have an action plan for this, and also they should be as a friend at times, sometimes as a tough coach at times. So it's a mixed trait. What I want from a good teacher from my side.
Right. Okay. That's an amazing answer, and I'm sure you have actually met so many amazing teachers and so many successful ones, and I'm sure that this answer must be coming from there because you have met with all of them. So a teacher should be one who supports a child's dreams, no matter what dreams that the child has. So now, after this question, I would like to come to you, Principal Chandrakala, once again. And I would like to, if you don't mind me asking, how many years has it been for you since you have been into this teaching job?
Rajni ma'am, it is 21 year I am into this teaching field.
Amazing, 21 years. It
was not by choice. It was sudden decision on me. But I somewhere feel, as you said, that female are by default teachers. So it was a calling of God that you should be a teacher. And when my family member told me to go in teaching field, without any second thought, I thought, why not? And when I started engaging with the student, I felt this is the right place for me. I was meant to be a teacher. I will be a teacher throughout my life. Until the last breath, I want to be in this field and serve to the society.
That's beautiful. And what's better than that? What's better can you become than a teacher? And like I said, the shlok that I narrated in the beginning, that absolutely and beautifully sums our cultures, values, and our principles that our country holds, and how we see our gurus and how we see our teachers. So, ma'am, I actually would like to know from you, you have been in this field since 21 years. So you obviously have taught the millennials that we say, and you also are teaching now the Gen Zs. So who we call Generation Z. Okay. So what difference do you see in these two generations? The millennials and also the Gen Zs. And who would you say are more passionate, and who would you say are more difficult?
Rajni, children will be children, whether they are from 20 years before or whether they are now. But here, teacher have to understand, now kids are smart kids. They know more than us. Only they don't know how to cut and use the proper things. So your teacher's role is of motivator, guide, a proper resourcer, because resources are available. Everything is available. Online schooling is going on, self-studies are going on. Without going school also, many superheroes, Sachin Tendulkar and other examples are there. So to cut short this all example and to lead student to go with the normal school life, teacher must be smart enough to handle the children, because they are more smarter than us. Even now also, if I go in the classroom and I don't know something, I tell them I will come back with the right answer. Because if I'm going to give the wrong answer, it will not make my image wrong, but it will make them thinking, why madam lied to us? Yes, they will love if I will say, but I don't know, I will come back to you. And I do like that. So they are curious enough to see me in my next lecture कि when ma'am will come and when she will, and I always make it a point that in my lecture I put some curiosity so that they are waiting for my lecture. So I believe that kids in both the generation were smart, are smart, will be smart. Only the difference which I feel 20 years before, students were listening to the teacher, whether it was right or wrong. There was a fear, maybe a different kind of fear, but now they are not fearful. They will not listen to you if they are not agreed to. They will be very respectfully disagree with you in the classroom. They will argue with you. They will prove you wrong if you are going to force the things on them. So I tell my teacher, you don't have vast knowledge, not an issue. But again, whatever you're teaching, teach correctly. And don't force them the typical traditional style of teaching. Let us explore new idea. Let them teach you also. Sometimes give them chance, group learning, experiential learning, buddy teaching. We do this in our school. Students teach each other. And then the final conclusion comes. This we applied in grade 10, grade 9, and impact was very beautiful. Students who were not confident to ask the question to teacher, they started asking to their friends. So I believe every role is defined. Only we have to give them the right knowledge, because in this sea of knowledge, they don't know how many bucket of water they have to take out. So the facilitator should be correct in that way.
Beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful what you said. And also, I think, in the age of social media, this Z generation that we are talking about, the Gen Zs that we are talking about, they are from the social media age, and the millennials were not from the social, they also had social media, but Facebook and Orkut, that was the trend at that time. But in today's time, we have every platform, and which is what I think the Gen Zs are more aware of, and they know more about the world, and about every subject. They know more, and they're more into asking questions, I think, this generation. So now I would like to come to you, Principal Pratibha. And Principal Pratibha, I would like to ask you this question, but before I ask you this question, I actually would like you to answer my previous question that I asked you. That what makes a teacher a good teacher according to you? And also, if you can please tell that how long has it been for you in this industry, in this field? I think we are still having some internet issues from Principal Pratibha's side.
Yeah, Pratibha ma'am, you can stop the video if you want, and then you can talk easily, I guess.
So to our audience, everyone, we are talking on a very important topic, and the topic of discussion is what should be the role of a teacher in a student's life. And we are having this great panel with us who are speaking to us on this very important topic. And I think this topic should be addressed by not just by FunKidsIndia team, but I think by everyone, because a teacher's role is the most important role in a student's life. And a teacher is that one person who actually makes a child's future. So I remember this incident from my I would say my childhood. So I always dreamt of being an anchor, being a host, but I never had the confidence to say it out loud that I want to do this and I want to become an anchor, because I thought that because I am from the millennial generation, so I thought that my friends and my classmates, they are going to make fun of me. But then there was this one teacher who she was a Hindi teacher, and she one day asked us to read a story. There was the story in Hindi book, and she asked us to read it in class. So while I was reading, she stopped me and she said to me that, you know what, you have great reading skills, and I think in your future you should become an anchor. And I was, that boosted my confidence. Like, I can't even tell that boosted my confidence. And, you know, I always wanted to become an anchor, but then she was the first person to actually suggest me to do something like that. And because of, I would give credit to her that because of her, I had that confidence to pursue this dream. So I think that even for a second, if your teacher motivates you or if your teacher boosts your confidence, that can make your whole life, as it did mine. So that's the role of a teacher in a student's life. That was my story. So I would like to see that if Principal Pratibha has joined us on, okay, she is still, she has still not joined us, but we'll be waiting for her. But in the meanwhile, I would like to come to you, Principal Chandrakala, once again. And I would like to ask you that, you know, I told this story where one of my Hindi teachers, she actually, out of nowhere, she just said one day that I think you have a good voice, you have a great reading skill. I think you should become an anchor. And I think I was in 8th or 9th. So she said that on that day, and I pursued it, and I you know, that boasts my confidence. So what would you say about such incidents? And what would you say about such things?
See, every child is having impression on their teachers. Even if after having in this field for so many years, I still remember my biology teacher.
Right.
He was very helpful, always curious to help us, and father figure. If we have any query which other teacher cannot solve, he used to make it a point to solve that. Then in our this journey of school life, many teachers give impression on our life. Why? Because they see something special in us which others cannot see. As Rajni, just now you mentioned that teacher told you that you are good as an anchor. So
Right.
again, here also, I tell my teachers, just highlight their qualities. Don't put them in 90%, 80% and 60% bracket. If the
Right.
child is good in dancing, appreciate that. It is not necessary that the child should always get a percentage. Being in the education field, I should always expect 99% from everyone. But I tell my parents, do not categorize your child into particular bracket. I have 1,000 students to handle. You have one child at home. Love your child is unique. He or she is having particular quality. Kindly give him wings to fly. Because now so many career options are there.
Right.
Your and my person doesn't matter if we are sitting on this beautiful platform and our voices are heard. So no one is asking your and my percentage here. So do not categorize your child. Let the child develop the quality. I was very good as a singing, but I never got appreciation for that, never got chance for that. And I still feel कि काश किसी ने मुझे उस time पे थोड़ा support किया होता. Because teenage, we are very shy in that case.
Right.
We want someone to push ahead. So I tell my teacher to push your child. Don't go in the classroom with all your family burdens and all your headaches. Hang it outside the door of the building, school building. And go in the class with a smiling face. And believe me, teachers are miraculous. They do.
Absolutely.
They go in the classroom, in the group of heterogeneous students, they try to handle everyone, the most mischievous one, the silent one, the dreamy child, the talkative child, and they come out happily. And when we sit in the staff room, we discuss how the classrooms are. They speak about the smallest quality of a child. They speak how the child behaves, how the child eats, what kind of behavior pattern is required to be changed, and they make it a point that they do so in their coming lectures. So isn't it beautiful? Aren't they doing the role of a very good angel who wants to change the life of a child? Percentage, secondary, child personality, mental health, social connectivity, and expressing own self without any prejudice is very important according to me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think, what you said is really amazing. And also, I so believe in what you said. And, even a slight second of motivation from your teacher can make you or break you, I would say, can make a child or break a child. So a role of a teacher in a student's life is very, very important. So now I would like to come to you, Principal Pratibha. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Rashmi, I'm so sorry that because of the network glitches, I'm not able to connect to you people. I'm very much
No problem.
disappointed.
We understand, ma'am. It happens. It also happens with us. I think now, ever since the lockdown and the COVID, now these issues, internet issues, these have become a part of our life. So yeah. So
So
no worries.
I want to share my ideas and my experiences that a teacher is a psychologist, a teacher is a counselor, a teacher is a friend, a teacher is a mentor. So the first thing in these days, the first I would say that we have first thing is that we need to understand what a child is psychology is, because every child is different. It's not that if a child is good in academics, he can be good in games, he can be good in dance, he can be good in singing. And because of that, I think almost all schools have clubs in their school. And the clubs, they polish the children to get out of their skills, because every child is good in different skills. If I share my experience, that we have to be really friendly with the students, so that we will come to know what exactly the child carries within himself or herself. Nowadays, there is the criteria of becoming a doctor, engineer, it has gone. Now there are so many streams where the child can excel. So, as a leader, as a teacher, first I have to understand what the child psychology is. Because in a class, we don't have every child is not same. There,
Yeah.
some children they are good, some children they are excellent, some children they are average. But we have to treat every child as a child, as in a such a way that we will come to know and we will excel the child holistic development. As NEP also says, that we have to work on the holistic development of a child, where no child will be deprived from his or her skills. Like if we will see your personality, Rajni, that you are very excellent as an anchor, as an host, but maybe your wishes of your parents might be something different. But as an anchor, you are excellent in your job. You are excellent in your field. So I think a teacher should first of all be a psychologist who can provide the moral values, because moral values are very important these days. We have to grill, or we have to polish a child with the values, because if you will see during COVID times, when the children came back to the school, they were completely demolished without any etiquette, without any manners. They were like they have come from the jungle or something like that. So we have to work on that. If I share you my experience for the whole month of April, we scheduled our timetable in such a way that there were only sports, games, then activities. Now, in olden times, or if you will take the traditional method of teaching, it was one-way process. Like the teacher used to deliver the topic, the children used to invite that and finish. Now it's flip learning, it's blended learning. The teacher has to enter the classroom with complete smartness and knowledge, because you never know what the child will ask. So you have to be prepare yourself mentally that I'm going to teach this topic in the class, and I have to know all the corners of the topic. I have to be ready. I have to be smart. Now the teachers are not the teachers; they are smart workers. They have to smartly in the class because जो पहले वाला वो था ना कि हाँ class में जाना है, the class will be quiet, the children will not speak anything. But if, when a teacher enters the class, she has to warm up the children with the warm-up exercises. Like if a topic is there, she has to start with the ice-breaking activity. There is no, now the system has changed, like open the books, okay, I'm going to read these lines and you will understood that topic. That times are gone. You have to go in the class with the activities, with the PPTs, with the presentation, so that the topic becomes interesting for them. And we have to add Miss, my another colleague, she rightly said that the teachers have, it is very important to discuss each and every child with the other teachers. Like now there are integrated activities. We have to take the topic as an integrated activity. So if I am teaching social science, I have to connect it with the maths, I have to connect it with the English, with the other subjects, so that we can get the basic things from a child. Rote learning is gone. Now there is no concept of rote learning. Okay, the exams are there. Now in our time also, now we have to only learn the exercise part, question answers, go and we have to jot down the learning. You never know what comes in the exam. So in a school also, what we are doing, we are training the assessments, not like the question paper. It's all integrated learning. It's all blended learning. It's all flipped learning. That we are putting story sums, we are putting case study, we are putting assertion sums, so that the child will go through the chapter or go through the topic. He can understand each and everything from that. Now we have we take the students for outing. There's a science class. We take them out of the campus and we teach them about the plants, about the leaves to make it more interesting. Because if the topic is interesting, it's 100% surety that the child is 100% able to understand what is the topic. So, mentor, counselor, psychologist, these three qualities are the qualities which a teacher, which a mentor, and even the school leader should carry with him or her. Thank you so much.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's a beautiful answer, Principal Pratibha, and Principal Chandrakala is also agreeing with you. She's having this big smile when you're stating those points. So that's a really beautiful answer. So I would like to also talk to you more about, how can the teachers support in also the co-curricular activities. I'll be asking you this question, but before, I would like to come to you, Principal Chandrakala, and I would like to ask you, sometimes it happens that a child wants to be something else, but their parents want the child to be something else. And then, the student also comes to you, and the parents of the student, or they also come to you, and they also ask you that please take care of the child and please motivate him to be this, to do this, but the child wants to be something else. So in such a situation, which path do you follow, and how do you motivate the child and also the parents as well, and how do you convince them?
Rashni, don't you think that we Indian parents are always having a dream before the child is born, career is fixed toward them? We always believe beta aa gaya, doctor aa gaya, beti aa gayi, teacher aa gayi. Even both my kids, my son and my daughter, they are doctors. So if everyone asks me, so ma'am पैदा होते ही आपने decide किया था कि उनको doctor. But again, see, it is not forceful. Previously, career were very limited. And few careers were given more importance. Maybe it is engineering, medical, government jobs, or a prominent job where you have that red beacon on your vehicle and then you are recognized. But now nothing that. Even the chefs are given more value. Even I am a blogger, I am good. And parents are accepting these trends. Every year, my 10th standard batch, I meet each student for 2 to 3 times individually to understand her psychology, what he or she wants to become, and how I can help him or her. I don't want to send them to one counselor where they will design the career for him on the basis of maps and all. I want them to listen to their heart. So when this year I was having the meeting with them, one girl, she said she want to be a translator, German translator. I was super excited. I said, wow. One girl, she said she want to be a bartender. One girl, she said, I want to pursue acting career. And I gave a big hug to that girls and I said, Arey, kudos to you all. And when I spoke to parents, they said, ma'am, theek hai, what they want to become, we will support that. I'm happy with this statement. If you don't know, at least support your kids. Because nowadays, in so much stressful life, you're going to force everything on them. From the school, till the career, till the marriage, they will not survive. You can see so many suicide cases, so many depression cases. Why? Because no one is here to hear to them. So let them choose their career. So one of my child student, he wanted to become footballer. I said, "Beta, perfectly fine. I tell my student one thing: have a base of education, then choose whatever you want to become. So in case you fail in that field, you have base of education, you can survive because anyways society is a market where you have to survive also, you have to earn also, you need a recognition also. But again, I can see now challenges are very different. uh, Men are sitting at home and they are working from home, ladies are going out exploring, people are traveling across the world, and children are traveling with them with online teaching. So world is a dynamic and beautiful phase now, thanks to COVID. I believe COVID has given us very beautiful opportunity. First thing, we survived. Second thing, we accepted the challenge of online teaching. And third thing, that we understood our caliber also. We understood that these many careers are only not option. Any career which you believe, you can succeed in that. And I want my kids to go in different field, in variety of field, and spread their name there. It is possible if they have slightest of positivity in them, and we are there to push them in the right direction.
That's absolutely beautiful, Principal Chandrakala, and I wish all the all the students should have teachers like you. So we are a little packed on time, and but we will talk about the presentation of Fun Kids India. But before that, I would like to come to you, Principal Pratibha, once again, and I would like to ask you that it happens that, like I asked Principal Chandra, that it happens that sometimes parents want their child to be something else, then the child wants to be something else, then that they come to the principal or the teacher, they come to them to seek help, to seek motivation, and to basically help their child convince that this path is not good for you and the path that your parents are choosing is the right path for you. So how do you convince and how do you motivate a child in not just academics but also co-curricular activities?
Yes, Ms. Rajni, actually, I want to provide you the information what we are doing in the school. Like first, we don't have kept any counselor in our school because we are giving the in-house trainings. Even me myself, I am giving the in-house trainings to my faculty, to my teachers, for how they will counsel the students and the parents. And in the month of April, before we start the session, we always keep an orientation program for the students and for the parents also. And along with that, we have one program. I hope you know it's school cinema. We have program in our school where we have ample of movies for the students, for the parents, and for the teachers. So what we do, we have key orientation programs in our school in the first week of April, then in the first week of October, and in the first week of Feb. Because in the month of March, we have exams for class 10th and for class 12. And after 12, the students go for different streams where they want. But still, we have some parents who are not aware about the different fields, about the talent, about the skill of their child or of their boy. So we have kept some different programs where we all keep on working on this. like in the month of April, first orientation program is for one program for students, one program for teachers, and for the parents. And in that program, we initially start counseling the parents and counseling the students, and teachers also start counseling both of them. That whatever they do, they have to show the perfection in that. It's not only they have to run after the grades, like if they are good in dancing, so along with their academics, they have to pursue for that. And the clubs are specially meant for that to grill, to polish the skill of the child. Whether the child is good in academics, that child always go in the literary clubs. If a child is good in art, that child go in the art club. If a child is good in journalism, in mass communication, that child goes in the literary club or the heritage club. So with with these programs, I think we are very much successful in counseling the parents and in motivating the students and parents both, that which field they have to take, where they have to go, and what exactly they have to do in the life. Now the question is that if I'm good in such and such skill, it's not I will excel in that or I will be successful in that. But we always keep it that way, because I initially told you that a teacher is a counselor and a psychologist, where the teacher has to go deep into the child and take the things from them. I also want to share one more thing, that we have kept social development period in the school, remedial classes also in the school, and second and fourth Saturday is off for the students. But on the second and fourth Saturday, what we do, we have social development scheduled for 1 to 5, and from 6 to 10, we have remedial classes where we call the students. We have already that list of the students whom we have to give more attention, more extra guidance, more extra counseling. So I think we are very much successful in motivating and in motivating the students and parents both, because some if we have 100% parents, among them 20 or 5% parents are like that, who are not aware about the new education policy, about the about the world where the children can excel. I want to give my example of my son. My son, he went for chemistry honors, but he took a U-turn in his third year, in his final year, that he developed because he was from the childhood, he was good in art and all this things. So the U-turn was in his life, that he became a web designer, he became a graphic designer. From the chemistry, he changed his interest in that. So you never know. And he's excellent in his field, he's doing good in his field. So you never know that where the child will exactly excel. And for that matter, the teachers, the leaders, the mentors, they must always counsel in a process of counseling and motivating the students, because at the last, at the in the month of Feb, we can't inform the parents that आपका बच्चा इस चीज में ठीक नहीं है, अब इसको यहाँ पे हाथ वर्क करना है. अगर हम ये चीज, if we will see this, if we will calculate, evaluate these things from the beginning, I think we will be successful 100%. We will get 100% success in motivating or counseling the child.
Right, absolutely. Thank you so much for such an amazing answer, Principal Pratibha. It's so nice to hear such amazing views coming from, such successful principals from all over India. And listening to you people, we can, I would say analyze, and we can basically imagine how the future of the country is going to be. So thank you so much for putting such amazing ideas on our Fun Kids India Principals Talk Show. So now coming to you, Mr. Gagan Rana, the founder and CEO of Fun Kids India. Now, sir, would you like to give the presentation? We are not able to hear you, sir.
Yeah, I was on mute. So, yeah, thank you very much for the presentation, and such an amazing session we had. And Pratibha ma'am, we just had a Jammu audition for IET, which I'll cover in a minute. I'll talk to you on that. We got Jammu top 3, and I don't know whether your school participated in that event or not, but we had the IET. But let me just cover this very quickly, because it's, so we apart from principal talk show, which we are in season 2, we also do the reality show called India's Emerging Talent, Hunar Ko Pehchan, we are in season 2. And in that, me and Salim Merchant is the grand finale judges. And we have auditions. We had audition in Dehradun. Last weekend, we had audition in Jammu as well, in IDRS school. And we had in DPSG, in international, a few other places. I'll cover those as I go along. So this is a presentation I'm going to take you. So FunKidsIndia is a fun channel for kids and families. And we make family-oriented programs and reality shows. It's not for the grown-up; it's for the up to toddlers and teens. From toddlers to teens, we showcase our talent show. And this is what FunKidsIndia do. We do these events where you can see Santa Claus in front place in New Delhi on his Harley Davidson with my team. And they were just having a good time in front place. And this is under the COVID, in December 2020. Yes. So yeah, they were having just spreading happiness in those times. We make songs as well, teacher song. I don't know whether you heard our teacher songs or not, but I'll send the link to you. It's one of the best songs I would say, especially for teachers and principals like you. And we also do a principal talk show. We are in season 2, which we are doing at the moment. And then another one is Principal Talent Show, which is going to be in season 2 again. We had season 1 last year, and season 2 is going to come up. So, Kala ma'am, please, get ready. You said you had singing talent, so it's never too late. Please be ready, practice, and there will be an opportunity for you to participate and may win. So yeah, so you can relive your dreams. Absolutely. And the other one we do is India's Emerging Talent season 2 we are in at the moment, which is Hunar Ko Pehchan, which is for toddlers to teen. So this is our season 1. You can see Ada Khan, Delnaz, Soumya, me, others, the judges, and Redison, Sea Journey, Dops, Rajat Masale, Clearwater. They are the sponsors for IET season 1. And these are a few of the pictures of that. You can see Delnaz, Ada, and everybody there. And you can see, if you need more information, you can go to funkids.in, IIT season 1. You'll see all the videos from the finale. So now we are in season 2. We started on 21st of November 2021. And this is a big announcement from Salim Merchant, the big talent himself, big music composer and the singer in India, the greatest we have at the moment. So he's a grand knowledge judge for the IIT season 2. And these are the past auditions we have done. As you can see from the top, we started from 21st of November. We got stopped because of this Omicron and COVID, but we still carried on. We did NRIs, we did online Zoom, we did Z School, we did Mata Rukmani in Sahabad, we did Bareilly, we did Badhaiyun, we did Jammu in IDRS school, as mentioned, we did Dehradun in Game Villa, and then Mumbai, we are planning Lucknow and Delhi, all those are being planned at the moment. So yeah, we are coming to Mumbai on 31st of July. We are planning for physical audition in Mumbai, and it's going to be mega audition. So yeah, I invite any principal like you, Chandra ma'am, and any other follow Mumbai principal to let their children participate. Because I have heard like a lot of principals for Mumbai, they're sending their children to for the audition. So it's a great opportunity and be a part of something we call Mumbai Top 3. So Mumbai Top 3 list will be announced across the whole Mumbai. So it could be anyone, from the Mumbai, either singing, dancing, acting. So these are 3 age group we have. One is toddler, 2 to 4 years, kids 5 to 12, teens 13 to 19, and there'll be one winner in each category as international level. So not like other shows, like where only grown-up wins or only singer wins. It's a mix, like it's a mix, and there were 3 winners, and the prize is up to 1 lakh rupees, and depending on the sponsors. Okay, these are media coverage of us. With first one is from the DPSG International, then Bareilly, Then I'm on Ask the UK, and then Hindustan Times we got, and your kids got coverage in Bareilly as well. And this is DPSG International Audition, you can see on the screen. And there's more coverage and more coverage from Sabal, Haryana as well. And this is a this is a Mount Literacy school in Bhim, where we got 70 or 60 plus audition from one school. So let's see, hopefully, since Mumbai is a hub, so we're coming to Mumbai, let's see any Mumbai is going to beat, because I heard that the Sanjeevani World School, they've given 500 children to one of the audition. So probably maybe Sanjeevani with the number one, if they meet the same objective or target for giving 500 students for the auditions. So we'll see, and opportunity for anybody in Mumbai who is watching this video. And these are contact details if you want to be in touch with us. Yeah. So very quick whistle tour, stop tour for everybody, and hopefully, you'll ask your children to fulfill their dreams, because the category for us is singing, dancing, acting, and any other talent. Whether you are play tabla, you have other a talent like you are a very good racer, or you are a best quizzer or Rubik cuber, whatever talent you have, please come and join us on the journey. If you can't go to Mumbai, don't worry, we do online auditions as well, and please do the online auditions.
Absolutely, and we cannot wait for 31st July, the Mega Mumbai auditions. Yes, the Mega Mumbai auditions are lined up for 31st July, and we are going to see a lot of talented kids showcase their talent on FunKidsIndia Season 2 platform. So now that we have spoken about, the mega auditions, I would also like to address and I would also like to speak about the upcoming Principals Talent Show Season 2. Yes, we had the Principals Talent Show in Season 1, and now in Season 2, we'll be coming out with Principal Talent Show once again, where all the principals from all across India are going to participate and showcase their talent, and all the IET finalist kids and teens are going to judge them. So principals, you have to be there. Principal Pratibha, Principal Chandrakala, you have to be there. You have to showcase your talent, and the kids are going to judge you. So you are going to be on the spotlight this time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for invitation.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am, you're on mute. Principal Chandrakala, you're on mute.
Thank you, Mr. Gagan. Thank you, Rajni. Beautiful session. Whenever I get chance to speak my heart out, I feel very, very, very privileged. Same way, tiny children also want the freedom to speak. And being teacher, we should always give the chance to them. Very wonderful session. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you to our audiences who are watching us right now or will be later. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll be back with another episode of Principals Talk Show. So till then, you guys keep watching FunKidsIndia and stay tuned.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you so much.